Thousands of years ago, there were no houses, no electricity, not even clothes. Yet humanity still survived. How did they manage it? Let's find out. The very first and most important discovery was fire. About 1 million years ago, early humans learned to control it. This meant not just warmth, but safety. Predators feared fire and stayed away. Once they had fire, they began cooking meat. Cooked food was easier to digest, reduced the risk of illness, and gave more energy for brain development. Some scientists believe this is the main reason the human brain grew larger. To survive cold climates, they began making clothes from animal hides. Using needles carved from bone, they sewed pieces of fur together. This clothing allowed them to survive even during the Ice Age. For shelter, they used natural caves. Caves protected them from wind, rain, and predators. Several families often lived together in one cave, sharing warmth and protection. For shelter, they used natural caves. Caves protected them from wind, rain, and predators. Several families often lived together in one cave, sharing warmth and protection. To find food, they crafted spears and later bows and arrows from stone and wood. Hunting in groups allowed them to take down even massive animals, including mammoths. Hunting wasn't always successful, so women and children gathered fruits, roots, and nuts, playing a huge role in feeding the family. In fact, gathering provided more food overall than hunting did. Water was essential for life. Ancient humans always settled near rivers or lakes. Water wasn't just for drinking. It was needed for washing food and basic hygiene too. Surviving alone was nearly impossible. That's why people lived in small groups, typically 20 to 50 individuals. Cooperation was their greatest weapon. From a young age, children learned how to hunt, gather, and craft tools. Knowledge was passed down through generations, not in books, but through stories told out loud. There was no modern medicine, but they knew the healing properties of plants. Archaeological evidence even shows that ancient humans treated broken bones, proof that they cared for one another. When food ran out or the climate changed, the entire group would move on. It was this constant movement that allowed humanity to spread across the entire globe, from Africa to Asia, Europe, and the Americas. Life wasn't only about survival. They painted scenes of animals and hunts on cave walls. These paintings have survived to this day, humanity's very first works of art. They didn't simply abandon their dead either. Graves have been found containing flowers, tools, and ornaments, showing they had emotions and beliefs just like us. And most importantly, they learned to speak. Through language, they could warn each other of danger, share knowledge, and plan together as a group. Language is what truly set humans apart from other animals. So ancient humans weren't helpless without houses or technology. They survived through intelligence, cooperation, and creativity. They laid the very foundation of the civilization we live in today. If you enjoyed learning fascinating historical facts like these, subscribe. Even more amazing stories are coming in the next video.